It's a great day in Black Bear Country. How is everybody tonight? All right. If you could find your seats, got a few stragglers. Everybody's looking very nice. You clean up nice. All right. Good evening. Good evening. To our guests and to those tuning in on the live video stream, welcome to the 31st Annual Scholar Athlete Recognition Award Ceremony. With a total of 289 being honored tonight, we recognize the second largest group ever and nearly 67% of our student athletes. This is the 16th consecutive year that we honor over one-half of our students. To the University of Maine Foundation, the M Club, the University Credit Union, and the Alumni Association, thank you for your many, many years of sponsoring this ceremony, as it could not happen without your support. To our coaches, thank you for recruiting these wonderful people I get to be around every day. They're amazing, and they have the privilege of wearing the University of Maine colors and represent the state and the university so well. To our peer tutors and mentors, if you are here and you tutor or mentor for us, would you please stand? Thank you. There's about 35 tutors and mentors that help other student athletes, and without your support of your fellow Black Bears, they might not make it as well without your support, and we appreciate everything you do. Jessica, Kristen, Ilya, and I are thankful and grateful for the time and energy that you have put in to helping the others. Finally, to all of the Scholar athletes, congratulations on your academic achievements over the past year, and we're pleased to honor you tonight. At this time, we welcome Athletic Director Ken Ralph to say a few words.
You know, last year was my first year here at Maine, and I was told consistently that, oh, you're really going to enjoy this night. You're really going to enjoy the academic awards. And I said, I've been an AD for a long time. I've been through a lot of these ceremonies. But I have to tell you, I think this night last year was my favorite night of the entire year. To get a chance to celebrate in this way and to really get a chance to showcase what being a great student athlete is all about. It just means so much. And, to see the turnout that we get from administration, from faculty, from, senior leadership here at the university to share this night with you, I think is something extraordinary. And it really showcases UMaine at its best. And it's wonderful just to be part of that. And I feel really, really blessed to have this kind of an opportunity. I don't know if people recognize, who are outside of athletics, the work that you do on a day in and day out basis. In essence, you have two full-time jobs. Being a Division I athlete is a lot more difficult than the average person knows. And it doesn't matter what sport you're part of. It doesn't matter if you're a full scholarship athlete or a walk-on. The time commitment that you put in to perfect your craft is extraordinary. The effort you put in, what you go through physically, what you go through mentally, what you go through with your team, what you go through in travel, all to be extraordinary at your craft is remarkable. And I want you to know how much I appreciate what you're doing. I want you to know how much I realize it's a difficult endeavor, but hopefully something that you love and hopefully something that's going to be meaningful in your life. As you think about going on and graduating from the University of Maine and going on in life, I hope the lessons you've learned while you're here, both in and out of the classroom, will help guide you on your journey as you grow up. I can tell you it certainly did for me. Here I am. I was a political science major, and there I was, going to go on to get my master's in public administration, then go to law school, and then fell in love with intercollegiate athletics and watched my life take a U-turn. But a lot of it was the lessons I learned through the experience and the people that I met along the way, faculty mentors who I had, who believed in me and helped me move forward, that helped me get to where I am today. And hopefully you're getting those same experiences here at Maine. And hopefully we're here to guide you and mentor you and help you reach those next steps in life. But the fact that you're sitting here today and the accomplishments you've reached tell me you're on the right path. And it's a joy to be able to be here tonight with all of you. So thanks for having me. So, and also joining us tonight, it's my pleasure to introduce the president of the University of Maine, Joan Farini-Mundy.
Good evening, everybody. You can say good evening back. Welcome. Welcome to all who are here, to our 289 scholar athletes, to their families and friends and faculty supporters, and all the administrators and alums who are here with us. You know, as I was coming in, I said to John Diamond from the Alumni Association, oh, I wouldn't miss this. This is my favorite event. And then I thought, I've only ever been to this event once also. But Ken, I think it made the same kind of an impression on me last year as perhaps it did on you. Just this incredible opportunity to see the gathering of our scholar athletes, to hear about your accomplishments and your incredible performance here at the university in so many different dimensions of this university. And so I just would like to say thank you to all of you. Ken talked about what you all learn as athletes and what your experience is like being students and athletes and scholars and tutors and the many other kinds of things that you do for us. We learn from you every day. We watch your discipline, we watch your drive, we watch your ambition, we watch how well you work as players on teams. And there's a lot to be learned about teams from athletes, as you might expect. So thank you for being what you are for this university, which are terrific ambassadors, wonderful role models, a part of this community that is vital really to making the University of Maine what it is. Thank you too to parents and friends and supporters and the faculty who work with these wonderful scholar athletes every single day to help them grow and experience the University of Maine as fully as they can. But again, the big point I want to make is to thank you all for what you bring to us and to your fellow students across the university, and to wish you all the best, and to tell you how proud and pleased I am to be a part of congratulating you tonight. So thank you very much.
Thank you, President Farini-Mundy. Mediocre, lazy, whiny, dainty, and unaccomplished are not words that describe our guest speaker tonight. In 1997, the inaugural year of the WNBA, 5'4" Ednisha Curry graduated from high school in California after having been a four-sport athlete. In college at Cal State Northridge, she set school records in three-pointers while leading the basketball team in scoring for 3 seasons. She was a 2-time All-Big Sky Conference selection, and after transferring to the University of Oregon, she helped the Ducks win the 2002 WNIT championship. A third-round draft pick for the WNBA's Charlotte Sting, she also played for the Phoenix Mercury, the Los Angeles Sparks, and followed that by 7 years overseas in Greece, Poland, Israel, and Hungary. Since retiring from playing, she's earned her MBA and coached boys and girls, men and women in Vietnam, China, Israel, and Palestine. For 2 years, she was an assistant coach with the UMaine women's basketball program, and she worked in marketing for the NBA and the WNBA. She has worked with the NBA Draft Combine and the G League Showcase, and now serves as a pro player development coach in the NBA's Assistant Coaches Program. All that's packed in the 5'4" Ednisha Curry. Coach Eddie is currently the only female assistant coach among the nation's 351 Division I men's basketball programs. She's opening the doors, women. The University of Maine is fortunate to have her on staff, and the men's basketball team knows that she is the real deal. Tenacious, smart, confident, respected are words that describe her. She never gives up, and she expects the best. She is a teacher. She is a coach. Please join me in welcoming Coach Eddie to share a few thoughts with you.
I don't don't know how I'm gonna live up to that, but I'm gonna try. I really appreciate being here and kind of sharing my story and all those accolades and things like that. It's something I never talk about, you know. Even with my players, most of them don't know my past and what I've accomplished, because I'm not a player anymore. I'm a teacher, I'm a mentor, and most importantly, I'm a server of all you student athletes. So looking out at all 289 of you tonight, I want to talk about you guys beginning your legacy, because I was all of you one time, and I was beginning my legacy. So I'm going to share with you guys my purpose-driven life statement. I was born with a gift, July 9th, 1979, to be a basketball player. I competed for 26 great years of my life, winning championships, collecting accolades, and playing in some of the greatest arenas with some of the best women basketball players around the world. I was always a player that would always say, I want to give more than just being Ednisha Curry, the basketball player. With this question always in the back of my mind, one day I just decided to step away from winning games and step into my true life purpose. God gave me a gift, and I want to make sure I use that gift to help others, as someone once did for me. My new journey had taken me into some of the roughest neighborhoods all around the world, just telling my story. Because at one point, I was them. I was looked at as a statistic. I was a young girl that was looked at as a child with no hope. I hope to use my voice and skill to continue to empower young people all over the world, in the no hope zones of the world. When it's all said and done, I want my tombstone to read hope, because that is what I plan to do by changing lives one dribble at a time. I wrote this statement in 2012, and anytime I'm struggling or thinking about wins and losses, I always remember what my purpose is. And it's, you guys, your purpose is greater than statistics, whether you're playing, you're more than a student athlete. And I challenge you all to look at yourself as that. I play basketball, I play baseball, I play football, I play field hockey, I swim, I play softball, I run track and field. It's a difference. You're not saying I am only an athlete. You're saying that is a part of your legacy. I started my legacy as an athlete, and I'm going to continue on by empowering young women, young men all over the world. Basketball is just my platform, but my purpose is greater. My purpose is to give back to all of you guys, for you guys to see that there's greatness for you guys to change the world. See, I don't see you guys as student athletes. Can all 289 of you that are here stand up for me? Stand up. See, when I look out to all of you, what I see is change makers, change agents for the world, influencers. That's what you are. This is just your journey. It's just your start. But with this foundation as a student athlete, you guys have all the gifts that I have and I had because I once were you, to be the change makers and the influencers we need to make this world a better place. Thank you for having me. Sit down. And I really appreciate you guys allowing me to speak inspiration in life into a little bit of your book of legacy. But I'm going to end with this. We are all born to live a life worthy of happiness, success, and joy. We are worthy, and don't let anyone tell you that you are less because of where you are now and where you came from. Hold your head high and understand that you are more than anybody or anything tells you in this world. Everything you need is inside of you. Don't let anyone silence your voice. You're powerful, you are smart, and all of you guys are worthy to be the influencers of this world that I know you can be. Thank you.
Good evening. Now is the time that we get to recognize each and every one of you who are here. We have the pleasure of starting with the recognition of our 2019 Rising Stars. These 84 first-year student athletes have earned a 3.0 GPA or better for the fall of 2019, their first semester at the University of Maine. I'm going to ask that each of you present please stand to be recognized when I call your name, and please remain standing until I've finished reading all of the names. Amelie Anderson, Evan Bartow, Zachary Beaton, Gordon Beckwith, Jeremy Bissell, Liam Blair, Dawson Bruneski, Morgan Bowie, Rashad Chapman, Quentin Cheadle, Brian Cooey, Erica Desjardins, Mallory Dreyer, AJ Drobot, Colby Emmerts, Kevin Falaki, Caitlin Fallon, Julia Fide, Imani Gaston, Brady Gaudette, Jordan Glazier, Connor Goodman, Chance Graves, Jasmine Gray, Cameron Hargraves, Madison Hartley, Jacob Henney, Nathan Holst Gruby, Claire Idelson, Daisy Johnson, Anna Kuhillen, Emily Ketch, Antonia Kotliarov, Ida Koopala, Thomas LaFrance, Gadsden Left, Carlos Linares, Christina Littlehales, Sydney Loper, Kayla Lohman, Max Louvblad, Bryant Madden, Sarah Mansfield, Luke Marsanskis, Ashley Martinez, Samuel Mills, Curtis Murray, Isabel Nieblis, Hannah Niles, Molly Olzinski, Mariah Pearson, David Perry, Benjamin Poisson, Madison Post, Jonathan Prell, Jennifer Pryor, Velko Radokovich, Jacob Rainis, Kayla Raymond, Valentina Rengifo, Natalie Robinson, Louis Roebuck, Julia Ross, Andrea Ruggiero, Alexandra Rutherford, Ann Simon, Kira Smith, Thomas Springer, Caleb Steins, Peter Stumer, Matthew Thiessen, Morgan Tremper, Alec Troxel, Ada Turgut, Emma Wentworth, John Wepner, Emma White, Liam Willie, Dean Williamson, and Mackenzie Wilson. Oh, two more. Perry Winfrey and Mackenzie Young. Congratulations on your academic achievement this past semester. We hope that you will continue your dedication to academic excellence, and we hope to look forward to honoring you as a scholar athlete in the years to come. Let's give a second round of applause for these 2019 Rising Stars. We would also like to give a special recognition to 6 Rising Stars who earned perfect 4.0s in their first semester at UMaine. Please stand again while I call your name. From women's swimming and diving, Morgan Bowie. From men's ice hockey, AJ Drobot. From women's swimming and diving, Molly Olzinski. From women's cross country and track and field, Kayla Raymond. From women's track and field, Natalie Robinson. And from field hockey, Julia Ross. Congratulations. Thank you. Now we are going to move on to the Scholar Athlete Academic Awards presentation. The Scholar Athlete Awards are presented to those student athletes who have earned a 3.0 or better GPA for both the previous spring and fall semesters, or who have maintained a 3.0 or better accumulative grade point average. The award is a medallion, the color of which symbolizes the number of years that the recipient has received this award. Scholar athletes will receive their medallion from Athletic Director Ken Ralph and their certificate from their college dean. Due to the flu and illness outbreak recently, we ask that you please refrain from exchanging handshakes. Fist bumps are allowed. Scholar athletes, please make sure you are in your originally assigned seat, and when your name is called, please bring your seat card to me. I will be standing at the end of the rows. Can you hear me? Is that on? Can everybody hear me now that I'm on the cordless microphone? How about in the back? Thank you, Bruce. All right, we're going to be beginning with the College of Education and Human Development. Representing the college is Associate Dean Mary Mahoney O'Neill. Can I have you hold that too? For bronze medalists, Kelby Drews, softball, who also achieved a 4.0 in the spring. Riley Field, field hockey. Alexandra Johnson, women's ice hockey. Amanda McBurney, softball. Julia Mahoney, soccer. Lauren McCann, soccer. Grace McGouldrick, softball. Owen Mild, men's track and field. Owen also achieved a 4.0 in the spring of 2019. Blanca Milan Modia, women's basketball. James Olivier, men's cross country and track and field. Emily Reed, softball. Gabrielle Siciliano, softball. Gabby also achieved a 4.0 in the spring. Matthias Stalso, football. Yeah, can you guys all stand? John Williams, football. John earned a 4.0 in the spring of 2019. And now we move on to silver medalists in the College of Education. Johanna Bergeson, women's swimming and diving. Frances Dent, women's swimming and diving. Kenny Doak, football. Sarah Hunt, women's cross country and track and field, 4.0 in fall of 2019. Jacob Ketch, men's swimming and diving. Michaela Livingston, softball. Amanda Nee, softball. Sabrina Nadal, women's swimming and diving. Andrew Pleece, men's swimming and diving. You got the hard one. Vendula Pribilova, women's ice hockey. Willow Sock Alexis, women's cross country. Brooke Solinsky, field hockey. Brooke achieved a 4.0 this past fall semester. Daria Tereshkina, women's ice hockey. Anna Zakova, women's ice hockey. And now we move on to gold medalists. Kayla Brace, soccer, 4.0 in the fall semester. Stephen Mundinger, men's ice hockey. Matthew Pouchard, baseball. Teresa Vanisova, women's ice hockey. Bonnie Wadling, women's basketball, 4.0 in both spring and fall 2019. Aaron Willingham, men's track and field. Carly Jackson, women's ice hockey. And she was a double gold medalist. All right, thank you, Associate Dean. You are done. We have finished with the College of Ed. All right, we are going to continue on with the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. George, you're getting ahead of us. Representing the college will be Dean Emily Haddad. First with our bronze medalists, Alexandra Bolazova, women's basketball. Catherine Cowan, women's track and field. Connor Hughes, men's swimming and diving. Ori Jean Charles, football. Kevin Kane, men's swimming and diving. Nina Kerr, field hockey. Nina also achieved a 4.0 in the spring. Eileen Liebler-Bendix, women's swimming and diving. Tess McNamara, also women's swimming and diving. Hernan Sardinas, baseball. Rogan Searle Belanger, baseball. Michelle Silva, soccer. Berta Speck, soccer. Vasiliki Turla, women's track and field. Misha Yagodin, men's basketball. Devin Young, football. And moving on to silver medalists. Kira Barra, women's basketball. Eliza Bennett, women's cross country and track and field. Hannah Davis, field hockey. Cassandra Lucci, women's cross country and track and field. Kylie O'Donnell, softball. Damon Osmond, football. Caroline Strolik, women's swimming and diving. Carol achieved a 4.0 in fall 2019. Allison Toby, soccer. Allison achieved a 4.0 in the spring semester. And moving on to gold medalists within the college, Morgan Anson, field hockey. Hannah Deschaines, women's swimming and diving. Mitchell Fossier, men's ice hockey. Mitch also earned a 4.0 in the spring. Sierra Tapley, women's basketball. And a double gold medalist, Emily Anderson, soccer, a 4.0 in both spring and fall. Thank you, Dean Haddad. We are moving on to the College of Engineering, and representing the College of Engineering is the Associate Dean, Mohammed Musavi. Yes, please. All right. Bronze medalists, Joseph Bowman, men's track and field. Camden Cleathrow, men's track and field. Olivia D'Amboise, women's track and field. Helen Doyle, men's swimming and diving. Kyle Jakes, men's track and field. Vilgot Larson, men's basketball. Margaret McCarthy, women's track and field. Madison McVicker, women's basketball. Morgan Oler, women's swimming and diving. Morgan earned a 4.0 in the spring and the fall. Vincent Schell, football. Shanna Scribner, softball. Zachary Westman, men's track and field. We're moving on to silver medalists. Emma Blair, women's swimming and diving. Inez Chiara, women's swimming and diving. Cora Cook, soccer, 4.0 in the fall semester. Andrew Levesque, men's cross country, 4.0 in the spring. Drew St. Jean, men's swimming and diving. Kendall Willard, women's track and field. And moving on to gold medalists, Nicole Bailey, soccer, 4.0 in both the fall and the spring. Gunnar Dokos, football. Kate McElhaney forgot her name tag, but it's okay. Kate McElhaney, women's cross country. Christopher Mulvey, football. Michaela Sansusi, women's track and field, 4.0 in the fall semester. Alexander Watson, men's swimming and diving. Abigail Weber, field hockey. Sierra Yost, women's cross country, 4.0 in the spring semester. And our double gold medalists, Anna Maria Dagger, soccer, 4.0 in both semesters. Thank you, Dean Musavi. We are moving on to the College of Natural Sciences, Forest and Agriculture. Representing the college, George, it's your turn. Let me give that back to you. Now I'm on like the wrong side. Okay. Yeah, can I have you guys all stand? Alexandra Belts, women's ice hockey. Sailor Clark, soccer. Keely Clark, softball. Benjamin Cotton, men's track and field. Philomene Dixon, women's swimming and diving. Priscilla Domingo, soccer. Sarah Drummond, women's cross country and track and field. Susanna Gaines, soccer, 4.0 in the fall semester. Morgan Griffin, women's cross country and track and field. Sydney Meter, field hockey. Liga Milione, women's ice hockey. Gabriela Panagakos, soccer. Haley Porter, women's cross country and track and field. Lauren Porter, women's ice hockey. Amanda Sandberg, soccer, 4.0 in both semesters. Claire Scobie, field hockey. Elena Sharp, women's track and field. Jacob Small, baseball. Olivia Wallace, women's track and field. Lauren Williams, women's track and field. Lauren Young, soccer. Sarah Zachariason, women's swimming and diving. And moving on to the silver medalists, Hannah Belleville, soccer. Joseph Ramonti, baseball. Rita Chen, women's swimming and diving, 4.0 in the spring. Madeline Giordano, women's ice hockey. Emma Jourdain, women's cross country and track and field, a 4.0 in both semesters. Peter Kemble, baseball. Madeline Kimball, softball. Taylor Leach, women's ice hockey. Emily Lund, women's swimming and diving. Erica Magnuson, women's track and field. Ethan Orick, men's cross country and track and field. Tuli Overturf, women's track and field. Haley Perry, softball, 4.0 in the fall semester. Anna Schumann, women's track and field, 4.0 in the spring semester. Jane Stevens, soccer. Forrest Temple, men's swimming and diving. Lillian Volk, softball. Maggie White, women's swimming and diving. Kathleen Williams, women's basketball. Moving on to the gold medalists, Alexandria Bromley, women's swimming and diving. Andrew Clement, men's track and field. Jillian Flynn, women's ice hockey. Cassidy Hill, women's track and field, 4.0 in the fall semester. Brandon Cusella, men's track and field, 4.0 in the fall semester. Annalise McCurdy, women's swimming and diving, 4.0 in the fall semester. Kate Pontius, women's swimming and diving. Lila Tilton Flood, field hockey, 4.0 in the spring semester. Brittany Torsha, women's track and field. Allison Wyman, women's cross country and track and field, 4.0 in the fall semester. You guys are business? Thank you, Dr. Kreiner. We are all set with the College of NSFA. And now we are moving on to the Bain Business School, and representing the business school is Interim Provost and Dean Faye Gilbert. Starting with the bronze, Hannah Abbott, field hockey. Simon Butala, men's ice hockey. Tanner Carden, men's swimming and diving. Michael Giraci, football. Solomon Iluyamade, basketball. Stefan Ingo, men's basketball. Kevin Jones, football. Kira Kuzinski, soccer, a 4.0 in the spring. Tyler Marinaccio, baseball. Samuel Renneker, men's ice hockey. Jacob Schmidt-Svestrup, men's ice hockey. Nicholas Sinicola, baseball. Dylan Stimson, baseball. Ebba Strandberg, women's ice hockey. And moving on to the silver medalists, Olivia Bamford, soccer. Abby Carignan, women's track and field. Maeve Carroll, women's basketball. Calvin Cleworth, men's swimming and diving. Emma Cassette, soccer. Kelly Fogarty, women's basketball, 4.0 in the fall semester. Adrian Holsinski, men's ice hockey. Cassandra Mascarenhas, field hockey. Michael Pasek, baseball. John Quinlivan, men's ice hockey. Dor Saar, women's basketball. Cameron Spicer, men's ice hockey, 4.0 in both semesters. Andrew Sprague, men's swimming and diving. Jeremy Swayman, men's ice hockey. Veli-Matti Tiurianemi, men's ice hockey. Edwards Trailmax, men's ice hockey. Eric Turner, men's swimming and diving. Michelle Weiss, women's ice hockey. Emil Westerland, men's ice hockey. Moving on to the gold medalists, Trevor DeLate, baseball. Timothy Doherty, men's ice hockey. Kevin Duty, baseball. Samuel McCarthy, baseball. Jetta Negelstad, soccer, 4.0 in both semesters. Brianna Ricker, field hockey. Ryan Smith, men's ice hockey. Double gold medalist Jacob Terry, men's cross country and track and field. Can we have one big round of applause for everybody? At this time, we would like to present Team Maine 2019, an annual honor created in 2006. This award is presented to the sophomore, junior, or senior achieving the highest GPA for the calendar year of 2019 for each team. As I call your name, please come forward to receive your award from Athletic Director Ken Ralph and our NCAA Faculty Representative, Dr. Nick Earhart. Representing Team Maine 2019 are from men's basketball with a GPA of 3.59, Misha Yagodin. He's an international affairs major. Representing men's swimming and diving with a 3.71, a kinesiology and physical education major, Andrew Pleece. With a 3.77, representing men's baseball, a chemistry major, Brogan Searle Belanger. Representing men's cross country and track and field, a wildlife ecology major with a 3.88, Ethan Orrick. Not here, but we would like to recognize from football, Joseph Fitzpatrick, a kinesiology and physical education major with a 3.9. Representing women's softball with a 3.97, also a kinesiology and physical education major, Kelby Drews. Representing women's ice hockey, a nursing major with a 3.97, Alexandra Belts. And representing women's field hockey, an animal and veterinary science major with a 3.98, Lila Tilton Flood. Representing men's ice hockey, a finance and financial economics major with a 3.99, Cameron Spicer for the second year. And in a five-way tie representing the women's soccer team, all with 4.0s, we have Beata Nagelstad for the third year, a management major, Nicole Bailey, a bioengineering major, Anna Maria Dagger for the second year, a biomedical engineering major, Emily Anderson for the second year, a psychology and economics major, and Amanda Sandberg, a biochemistry major. Representing women's basketball for the third year, Fonnie Wadling, a kinesiology and physical education major, also a 4.0. Representing women's cross country and track and field for the second year, Emma Jourdain, a marine science major. And for the final team, women's swimming and diving, a civil engineering major with a 4.0, Morgan Oler. Thank you. And now we will be moving on to the M Club Dean Smith Awards. The M Club, founded in 1932, is the letter winner association of the University of Maine and has been a fixture in supporting athletics over the years. Since varsity athletic competitions began at UMaine in 1881, nearly 17,000 men and women have earned their letter in more than 30 different sports. It is through active letter winner and honorary member dues that the club has given financial support back to the athletic department for 88 years. The club's motto is dedicated to Maine athletics, past, present, and future. The M Club has recognized and honored a top male and a top female scholar athlete each year for over 30 years now. It was in 1992 that the club named the award after former University of Maine student athlete standout, Dean Smith. In 1990, Dean Smith had the top grade point average among electrical engineering majors at UMaine and was also the Northeast Atlantic Conference scoring leader in men's basketball. He was a 3-time academic All-American, and he received the renowned NCAA Walter Byers Award as the nation's top scholar athlete. The M Club Dean Smith Award is the most prestigious award presented to a University of Maine student athlete. To be considered for this award, athletes are nominated by their coaches and have demonstrated an outstanding academic and athletic achievement. They have outstanding character and are a contributor and leader within their community. At this time, M Club President Ann Maxim will announce this year's nominees.
My second hat, being the president of the Letter Winners Club, which I'm very proud to do. Jerry and Sherry, I'm going to have you sit for a moment because I'm going to talk a bit. I'll call you back up. Thank you. Currently in athletics, there are 23 coaches and staff representing 14 different sports who earned their letter, the M, while competing at Maine. This is the M. Some of you saw this last year. This is mine. I actually got mine on a jacket way back when they did that, but this is what we give out to the seniors at senior night, and hopefully that you'll display it proudly. That's the letter. So in representing the M Club, I just wanted to tell you just a little bit more before we get to the Dean Smith Award. We sponsor a lot of events and try to connect to the current, the former athletes. So far this year, the club is sponsored, one of the sponsors for the Alphon Golf Classic. We hosted the University of Maine Sports Hall of Fame. We inducted honorary members into the M Club. We hosted a homecoming breakfast for former letter winners. We honored those who earned their letter 25 years ago and 50 years ago. They came back. It's their fondness and memory of the university. We started tailgating this year for the first time. We did so at football and field hockey, no less. We helped purchase the student-athlete planners that you all use, hopefully you all use every day. We helped sponsor the softball team's trip to Spain this year. And we're planning more home and away activities at contests. So we're working on it. And as you can see by the Dean Smith flyer that you have there on your seat, there's a lot of other things that we do as an M Club. We're very pleased to help sponsor this event for the 31st year. This year's nomination class boasts some impressive athletic and academic accomplishments coupled with hundreds of hours of volunteer community service. This year's group includes team captains and leaders, UMaine letter winners and record holders, Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC members, a graduate student, America East Players of the Week, all conference, all tournament, all academic selections, including those in Hockey East and in football conference, the Colonial Athletic Association. There are multiple Dean's List and Presidential Scholars. There are America East champions and a New England champion. There's a 1,000-point scorer, and there's a Naval Marine Corps officer. Now on to the nominees. Please rise when I say your name and remain standing. Audience, if you please hold your applause until all have been introduced, that would be great. So from soccer, Nicole Bailey. From men's track, Aaron Willingham. From women's track and field, Cassidy Hill. Baseball, Joseph Bramati. From women's basketball, Fani Wadling. For men's ice hockey, Mitch Fossier. Women's swimming and diving, Sabrina Nuttall. From football, Manny Patterson. Women's ice hockey, Carly Jackson. Men's swimming and diving, Kevin Kane. Field hockey, Cassandra Mascarenhas. Men's basketball, Andrew Fleming. And women's track and field, Brittany Torsia. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2000 M Club Dean Smith Award nominees. At this time, we'll have Vice President of the M Club, Sherry Damon, and Chair of the Dean Smith Committee, Jerry Perkins, come forward to present the awards. We'll start with the male. This year's recipient has been a 7-time Dean's List recipient, a 3-time Presidential Scholar, a 3-time, this will give it away, Hockey East All-Academic Team, and was only one of 4 men in the conference to earn a 4.0 and the Hockey East Top Scholar honor last year. He organized the Tip a Cop event at a local restaurant with the Orono Police Department, with the proceeds going to the Special Olympics. For 3 summers, he was a counselor for a high school church group in Georgia. He worked with a local YMCA for Healthy Kids Day, and along with the local church, regularly brings the less fortunate families to the UMaine men's ice hockey games. He is a 4-year letter winner, and last year he was named to the All Hockey East team. This is the 3rd year he leads the team in assists and points. Currently in Hockey East overall statistics, he ranks 3rd in points and 2nd in assist scoring. To date, he has played in 128 games, scored 35 goals, and had 86 assists for a total of 121 points. And he was the 56th UMaine player to earn 100 career points in a season. Coach Gendron said that he smiles, demonstrates respect, and exhibits warmth and caring with everyone without exception. Coach also said that he's one of the most productive and thoughtful captains that he has worked with in his 41 years of coaching. He was awarded the gold medallion tonight and is a 3-time scholar athlete with a 3.898 GPA in new media with a minor in music. From Alpharetta, Georgia, and the men's ice hockey team, please join me and congratulate Mitch Fossier. The 2000... If you'd like to say a few words.
To be completely honest, I wasn't really expecting this, so bear with me, but I guess just first and foremost, I'd like to thank my teammates. Any personal success I have is truly because of them. They make this place the special place that we all know it is. Just every single day getting to see their faces and getting to interact with them. This is why I love this place, and this is why I feel absolutely blessed to have gone to the University of Maine. So big thanks to them. I'd also like to thank Red Gendron and the coaching staff, the athletic department, and Maxim, Ken, Ralph, all of you guys have created an atmosphere here that is truly just makes this place so wonderful. So thank you very much.
Congratulations, Mitch. This year's female recipient has been a 5-time Dean's List recipient, a 4-time America East Commissioner's Honor Roll honoree, a 3 times been named, here it gives it away again, the ZAG Field Hockey National Coaches Association Division I Academic Squad. In 2019, she was selected to the America East All-Academic Team. She is a member of the UMaine Student Athlete Advisory Committee and has been a volunteer coach for summer and winter clinics here and in Canada. She has also volunteered at an orphanage in Tanzania, Africa, where she taught English and math. As a member of the Canadian Under-21 team, she has twice traveled and competed internationally. Last February, she accompanied Team Canada for competitions in China. She is a captain and a 4-year letter winner, and this past fall was named to the America East All-Conference team and to the All-Tournament team. She won the America East Defensive Player of the Year and was named Northeast All-Region First Team. She's become the 9th player in program history to achieve All-American status, earning 3rd team honors. She was awarded a silver medallion tonight as a 3-time scholar athlete, has a 3.813 GPA as a double major in management and accounting from Mississauga, Ontario, and the field hockey team. Let's congratulate Cassandra Mascarenhas.
Well, first I just wanted to congratulate everybody that was nominated for this award. I know of all the hard work and everything that you all put into your sport and your academics. And just thank you to the M Club for choosing me for this award and for organizing everything and for everything that you do for us on a daily basis just in athletics. And thank you to all our academic support that we have here at the school with helping us schedule things and sort out our classes and everything. And a big thank you to my coaches, Josette and Michelle, and our team. I wouldn't be here without you guys, and I wouldn't be the person I am today without you all. Thank you.
At this time, we'd like to take a moment to thank everybody behind the scenes who have helped in making tonight's event a success, especially our sponsors, the University of Maine Foundation, the M Club, the University Credit Union, and the Alumni Association. We also thank everyone in attendance tonight, especially President Freeney Mundy, the deans, and everyone who has assisted with this evening in any way, including the staff here at Wells. To the coaches, staff, our family and friends, as always, we thank you for your support. Scholar athletes and rising stars, I'm going to ask you to sit just for a few minutes. We're going to have our athletic media staff take pictures of everybody by team next door. But first, if we can have Cassandra and Mitch and all of Team Maine stand up and go in that direction. And then everybody else, Kristen will be announcing the order, starting with the team with the highest fall GPA. So everybody please stay seated. Cassandra and Mitch and Team Maine, please go that way. Please note.